Many women fall into the trap of constantly buying new things because they feel the need to keep up with trends or because their current possessions don't seem new enough. So, literally, every other day there's an Amazon package being delivered to their door. But in 2025, instead of constantly purchasing new clothes or makeup, make it a habit to use what you already have. This could mean mixing and matching outfits in new ways or finding creative solutions for items you already own. Y'all, even rearranging the furniture in your room can have you feeling differently about your living space. Try it, whether it's your bedroom or living room. Move around the sofa or put the rug in another location or move the vase to another location because it does make a difference. I know I have walked into my living room on more than one occasion and the furniture's been rearranged. Why? Because my kid does this every few months. The first time I was like sort of shocked, but I've gotten used to it. And I'm not attached to how the furniture in any room is arranged. And when it comes to clothing, instead of buying a whole new wardrobe every season, take stock of what's in your closet and rearrange things. You might find that you can create several new outfits from items you already own just by combining the pieces a bit differently. Or you can buy 3 or 4 new quality pieces and mix it in with the old things. This will not only reduce your spending, but it will up your creativity. Another thing is leave items on your Amazon wish list for at least a week. We live in an era of instant gratification, especially when it comes to online shopping. It's easy to add an item in your cart and click buy now before even considering whether you need it. But a simple and effective way to combat impulse buying is to put it on your Amazon wish list and leave it there for at least a week. And then I think this lets you think about whether you really need the item now or if it was just a passing desire. After a week, look at your wish list and you will find that the small delay helps you to avoid unnecessary spending and it helps you make more thoughtful purchase decisions. And over time, this practice can shift your mindset from, impulsive consumerism to a more intentional approach to buying. You could also get the drugstore or store brand version of an item. A common trap many consumers fall into is equating brand names with quality. And that while I think many brand name products often come with a bigger price tag, the truth is that many generic or store brand items are just as effective as the more expensive counterparts. And we see it in terms of going back to Amazon, you might buy a sweatshirt or sweatpants from a brand name. And of course, now there's the Amazon Essentials brand. And if you look at the reviews, they have plenty of good reviews. If you go to a store like Safeway, which is a grocery store chain, yeah, there will be like hot cocoa and orange juice from brands that we know, but there'll also be, the store brand. For example, like last month, I won a raffle at an event, and the prize I won, um, it had a lot of beauty items in there, like names, like high-end brand names. And I kept most of the items and I shared others, but there was a particular lotion in the box that retails for $67. And I couldn't help but think that the lotion I'd gotten at Ross for like $9.99 was better. Now, this isn't always the case, but sometimes more expensive um doesn't mean you're getting better quality. You have to know which items in what category you want to spend on and what the value is. Now, in this box there was a Hermes perfume, um, which I gave to a friend because she values things like that. Me, not so much. I like skincare stuff. As a woman, you have to know yourself and make purchases on the things that you value that align with who you are. And sometimes opting for the drugstore or the store brand version or getting things in Marshalls or Ross in terms of the beauty section, it leads to more savings without compromising on the quality. Even when it comes to food, you can get the store brand grocery items, such as ketchup, instead of the brand name versions. You can go to the dollar store for your Ziploc bags, for your kids' snacks. Why wouldn't you want to save money on your expenses? You can have both NARS and CoverGirl makeup in your bag, and it's a total vibe. Another thing is cook most of your meals at home instead of eating out. Eating out, I mean, the prices these days are so ridiculous. McDonald's is like $15 for a combo when it used to be like $5. I think eating out is one of the quickest ways to drain your bank account. And while it's fun to enjoy a meal at a restaurant or grab takeout every once in a while, eating out, it adds up quickly. And these days, when we cook most of our meals, you're also gaining control of what you're eating. Plus, you can experiment with recipes, discover new cooking skills, and I think this makes the process more enjoyable. The next thing is scroll less to avoid the desire or the compulsion to buy more. Social media and online platforms are designed to keep you scrolling, and a lot of times they present endless ads and suggestions for products you never knew you needed. And I think that this increases our compulsion to buy things just because you're presented in an enticing way. So when you limit how much time you spend scrolling, you can reduce the impulse to buy and feel more content with what you already have. Instead of scrolling through social media, replace it with real activities that will contribute to your own personal growth. Reducing your expenses to what's trending online will also help. I should say reducing your exposure. Reducing your exposure to what's trending online will also help you to be more intentional with your spending, and it makes it easier to practice minimalism. So to recap what I've said in this video, use items that you already have. Wait before you're making purchases. Look to buy the generic products, not just the brand names. Cook at home more and scroll less. And I hope this helps you to avoid, many of us to avoid going broke. Because things will get more expensive. We're just not sure when. And by just creating more opportunity in your life to save more money now, it's a good habit to have for later. You'll be able to live a richer, more fulfilling life when you're able to hang on to your money longer and spend it more wisely. Thank you for watching today's video. Until the next video, please remember to hit subscribe and to share this video with other women like you who you think this video will help.